Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anisa, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell. Everything I've linked to will be linked to down below in the description. And let's get right into the video. So I will be doing my I Made It Monday set, or it's called Study Group, I think. And I will be using my Beatles brushes, my my JCBD Concepts monomer, and acrylics in the color Ariel. And my Kahe acrylics in the shades Sexy Jutsu and the Gallant. I really wanted to actually test the formula of these, like actually building a nail with it, like putting it on a nail. So this is the reason why I did it, because like I said, I used Neji before, and I think I showed it to you guys. I don't know why I did, because probably I just grabbed all three of them and showed them. But as you can see, this was recorded before my haul video. So, like I said, there is another haul coming, and that one, the colors are gorgeous. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. For this set, you see here, I couldn't decide what to do after the clear base. I was like, I'll think about it after the clear base. And I know I needed to do marble, and I missed the swirl one. And this week's is encapsulation. So yeah, it's just getting like the clearest this week's, in case you guys were wondering. And so for this one, I did 2 solid nude nails, and you guys, it just worked so well. Of course, I was picking these beads up on the wetter side like I typically do, but it just self-leveled so well. Like, you see how we just went over the other part that I had already put down so smoothly, like it just fell over it. And then after it started to set up a little, it just was so malleable. It was lovely. It's just like, I don't want to say just like, but it's very similar. Well, I'm using JCBD Concepts monomer. Like I said, I'm not using the monomer that they offer, so I'll have to pick that up and see if the texture changes. It probably will, but I really enjoy it with the JCBD Concepts monomer. I'll have to try it with my Not Like Lucy monomer, see what that does to it, you know, all that kind of stuff. So the other nude nail I picked was the index finger. So that means on the middle finger and the ring finger, I will be using Ariel and the Sexy Jutsu. And I'm using a Beatles size 10 brush, and I'm using, in this video, I'm pretty sure it was Model 1 to encapsulate, and that ruined everything in my opinion, because it, like, the powder, like it wouldn't beat up properly, and then it just got really sticky out of nowhere. And I don't know why it does this. Sometimes it works good, sometimes it doesn't work good. So I'm just gonna use the JCBD Concepts Clear. I'm pretty sure I showed that to you guys, like, as an alternative, to be like, hey, use this instead of the Model 1s. So yes, I will explain to you guys when I get to the marble. So as you guys saw, I picked up a bead of the Acrylics Ariel powder and a bead of the Sexy Jutsu color. I was going to add it in white, but I didn't end up doing it. And you want to pick up really wet beads of this and like move it around, but you do not want to press too hard. You do not want to blend in these colors. And I must forgot, because like look what I just did. I just patted and pressed it all together, which made one shade, and I had to go back in and add in the lighter color to try and marble it, trying to make it work, because I literally, while I was doing it, I looked and I saw myself pat it, and I was like, what am I doing? As if it was like a regular application and not a design. So here I am. I wish I picked up this bead a little bit smaller and wetter, like I have the Sexy Jutsu, but it's kind of hard to make the Acrylics powder super runny. Same thing for the Kahe Acrylics ones. You cannot make them super runny. It's just like in their nature, it does not get runny. So as you see, I picked up too big of a bead, which honestly I kind of liked. I could have kept it there and it would have looked so cute, like with the rest of the nail, it would have flowed perfectly. But I ended up picking up a bead of the Acrylics one, and you just don't over blend it very softly. Like, you want to see those distinct lines. You don't want it to mesh into nothingness. You need some structure, but you need to blend. Like, you see, I'm comparing the nails and I'm like, these look nothing alike, but they don't have to, because it's marble. So I added into more of the lighter color because it was just too much red. So that's what happens when you use a color that is like too much, pick up too big of a bead. So I'm pretty sure I encapsulated everything. I think, was that clear? Yeah, that was clear. Like, you can see here, like, I'm barely wanting to touch it, like, because I know if this gets gunked up in your brush like one time, it's over for you. So I'm gonna encapsulate all these because they were just for color, even the nude nails just for color. And this is just the way I prefer to work. And the design nail especially, you do not want to build up the marble. You do not keep building and building and building and building and building. You do not do that, because you liked, like right here, I stopped at the marble ones. Like, I didn't keep adding and adding and adding because I liked the way it looked. So you don't keep building it up until you get the proper nail structure. You get your design the way that you want it, and then you encapsulate. So I'm gonna let you guys watch me encapsulate, and then I'll be back for the shaping. So as you can see, my brush in the corner at the bottom, it's out of there. It is not having it. Again, I use Sexy Jutsu. I think it's called the Gallant. We're gonna go ahead and say JCBD Concepts Clear to make it better. Here I am showing you all of them. And I use Ariel from Acrylics right there. And you see, it's just so sticky. I don't know why it's just so sticky. Like it doesn't have to be. It's just weird. So here I am going in with my Carlush 8080 grit filed. I was going for more of a tapered square, but they ended up turning coffin, which it always does, because I just don't like it. I don't like, if it's too wide, I'm just going to taper it in. So I went ahead and turned them all into coffin, and I did file the sides first instead of the top because I thought they actually looked pretty good. So I didn't really do much. I never took out a carbide bit or anything like that. Which you guys know I use my sanding band to just like get out any of the scratches made by the Pana 5-in-1 fine drill bit. So I just didn't end up using it. And like, you'll see what I do. I completely transform this ring finger that I'm filing right now. I completely transform it. Or is it the index finger? One of these two, not index finger, the middle. Like, you'll see I did a lot of work on that because it was just a no. It was a no. I don't know what happened, but it just went uneven. It didn't go right. So yeah, the drill really saved it. Yeah, it was the middle finger because you can see this big dip. I did really enjoy the set though, except for when it came to the painting part. You'll see, well, you probably see in the thumbnail that there is shadowing going on, and I don't know why I even used acetone to try and clean up the shadowing. And here I am trying to clean up the nails with my 180 grit sanding band, and you see the other nails didn't need it, so that's why I didn't go in with my Pana 5-in-1 because it would just do way more than it needed to. But for this one nail, I could have used it for this one because like you can see how there's like a little dip right there that my bit just falls into, and I was like, yeah, no. So I took this off and I filed it. I filed it so much, and because it is such a low grit and it's nothing coarse like at all, it does take more time when you do it this way. But if you hit like the right spots, it helps you balance the nail, make it look good. And these are just practice nails. It's just mainly for design. Sorry about that. It's mainly for design. So there really is no apex. So that's why I'm going all over the nail like this and really just flatting it out. So this nail was fine. So that's why the rest of them just got the sanding band too. So after this, I do use a buffer, I believe. I don't know if I recorded it. But then after that, I will be going in with the Saviland gel paints that I just bought. Sorry if you can hear any noise outside, but now I'm just filing the free edge and I'm making sure all the nails are even and they're all tapered the exact same way. So I did leave in me buffing, and I did it from this angle just because it was easier for me. And I really like doing it this way. It didn't really change anything for me. I'm sorry, you guys, but there's like this noise outside, and it's like somebody doing yard work at like 8 p.m. It's hot outside. The sun is setting, and every time I try and do this voiceover, and it just started happening now all of a sudden. So now I'm using my little vacuum to clean up all the dust, and here's what the nails are looking like. Matte, no design. Like, this is cute. So here's what I thought I was going to use. So that's wine red, and then I believe I pull out, no, I think that's light pink. Yeah, that's light pink. There's light red right there. And light pink is literally just like a light pink. It's kind of like a bubblegum pink, but it's not as rich, but it's not like a neon one. And here's a Savvyland kit. And I went ahead and just used my Beetles brushes. The black one is the longest one, and I do use the cyan brush or teal brush, and that dark blue brush back there. It's kind of like in the middle of these, so I didn't know if I was going to use it. And look how easy it was to do this one design. And I wanted to keep it this way with just the pink, but at the same time I was like, no, there's the red in there. Like, I could do the other nail red, but it's supposed to be the swirl design, and the swirl design, it has all these colors interpreted into it, and for some reason it's harder to do swirls than you think. So like, you think it just boom, swirls done, but it wasn't that easy. And I'm using alcohol to clean my brush because I tried to just wipe it on the paper towel and it did not work. And as you'll see, my paper towel in the background will become a mess because that's how much I wiped this brush off. And because it's just a liner brush, and it's a gel paint like in a pot, you're gonna have to use a separate brush. So I'm using the McCart brush. And fun fact, after this, I think this is like the number 4, and I ended up destroying this brush on accident with acetone, because I was trying to get all the pink paint from out of it, and I ended up absolutely just messing it up. And I did it to the other brush, my liner brush, and it worked fine, but yeah, no, it didn't work out too well. So the reason why it cut and there's a line, because I forgot how to do the swirl. And I was having these visions in my head of what it's supposed to look like, but I couldn't like actually do it until I saw it. So I looked on Instagram and searched up hashtag swirl nails, and I didn't even pick one. I just looked and be like, I just looked and I was like, oh, that's what they look like. So let me go ahead and try to replicate it. And it was okay. There's a lot of cleaning up you see me do of these lines, and I do have to go in with multiple coats of this pink because it's not that it's sheer, it's just that 1 coat was okay, 2 coats was pretty good, but in some places I need to do 3. So after I had done that first coat, I went ahead and cured it, and I went ahead and did a second coat off camera. And then on camera you'll see me add like a little bit more pink because, like I said, it's just too light in some areas still after filling it in twice. So here I am going in with this red. I was gonna go in with the light red to begin with, but it wasn't matching the aerial from an acrylics, so I went ahead and used this red. It's just called red, and it is so gorgeous. Like, the first time I saw it I was like, whoa. And it is very pigmented, and this is where my shadowing comes from, because it stained the nail somehow, but it didn't stain the pink, and it didn't stain all of the nail. Like, it didn't stain like wherever the red was. It was just certain areas stained, and I don't know why. I even tried to use my 100% acetone and like scrub it off, and it didn't come off. But like, I literally only needed 1 coat for the red, and it was already like staining only certain areas. So yeah, this design is really, really cute, and it's kind of like a French little swoop. So I'll have to try these one more time with just like the lighter colors, because this red stained so bad. It even stained my liner brush, but it didn't stain my cleanup brush. So I don't know what was going on with this. I even tried to clean the brush with acetone, clean the nail off with acetone, wipe the nail off with acetone. It didn't work. I have no idea why. And even on the other nail, it didn't work. I had to go ahead and just cure this one before, because usually you just do like both of them at the same time, like no matter what color you're using, if you think you're not going to smudge it. But for some reason I had to cure it. I don't know what it was. After I started to clean it and I saw I wasn't cleaning, I was like, dang. But it looks worse in pictures than it does in real life. In real life, I still have that set on the practice hand right now, and it does not look bad. Like, not one bit. It looks pretty good. So here is the shadowing and the staining, and yeah, it kind of looks cool. If it wasn't out this far, it kind of looks like it's a heart. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue doing this little design. It's kind of random. I hope you guys enjoy. The rest of this, it's actually pretty hard to do. I don't know why it was so hard, because it's just swirls, but I have no idea. I'll have to continue to practice on this. So yeah, I'll let you guys watch until I get to the next stage, pretty much. Okay, so after you finish your last nail, you want to cure it for 60 seconds. And I was curing each layer of like paint for 60 seconds. And here is the final look. The marble turned out really cute. It was a bit muddy because I did over blend it just a teeny tiny bit, but I don't mind. And I'm using the Model 1's top coat, and I will be curing that for 60 seconds. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell. Everything I've linked to will be linked to down below in the description. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.